Physical, hard-nosed, tactical, methodical, and old school are some ways to describe the Detroit Pistons. It's interesting how they continue to get back to this gritty, defensive-oriented identity from the bad boy Pistons in the late 80s, early 90s that won 2 NBA titles, to the go-into-work squad that won the championship in 2004, to now this current grouping. They are a ferocious and imposing unit, but so are the Orlando Magic, as they too like to play a physical brand of basketball. Here's a full breakdown of this upcoming first-round playoff series. The Pistons have arguably the best hands, instincts, anticipation, and timing in the league. They rank number 1 in the regular season in both steals and blocks, and they were tied for number 2 in deflections. They also were number 1 in opponent turnovers and number 2 in points off those turnovers. They will hound and swarm you in the paint with a crowd of defenders and force opponents into bad decisions. Their ball pressure is incredibly intense. No team hustles more than Detroit. They rank number 1 in loose balls recovered for good reason. If the ball is up for grabs, the Pistons are likely to get it. They are just relentless and persistent and have no problem diving on the court to secure possession. The Pistons catch you napping a lot. They are an absolutely sensational cutting team, and they do it with precise timing and rapid movement going towards the basket. They rank number 2 in shots off cuts. Unique about them is that they do a lot of their passing to cutters from the paint. This was something the Magic did a lot 2 seasons ago, and something the Warriors have been known for over the last decade. But now the Pistons capitalized frequently off those short distance passes to attackers flying toward the hoop. Just 10 years ago, there were 11,687 shots taken off post-ups in the league. This season, there were just 4,561. That difference highlights how much the game has changed in a decade. But that doesn't matter to the Pistons. You'll see them post up quite a bit. This is something Tobias Harris does a lot. Jalen Duren will post up, and so will Cade Cunningham. And they are efficient as well with their backs to the basket. They shot 54.9% off post-ups, 5th best in the league this season. Sticking to the theme of scoring near the basket, they also took the 4th most shots off lobs. Duren ranked 3rd in the league, and Asar Thompson was 32nd. Their physicality translates in their screening. They set the 3rd most off-ball screens this year. Interesting is that the Magic were 2nd in this department. This is what helps Detroit get so many paint touches, a category it ranked number 1 in. Their screening will come from different directions and angles. They'll hit you with zipper screens, clip screens, back screens, etc. As you'd expect from such a physical team, the Pistons draw a ton of fouls. They rank number 3 in free throw attempts. This, of course, is also something Orlando thrives at. The Magic were number 1 in free throw attempts. Probably most interesting about this series compared to all the others is that we probably are not going to see that many threes go up. The Pistons were 2nd to last in three-point attempts, while the Magic were 22nd. Defensively, Detroit was number 1 in opponent three-point percentage. They are really good at racing out the shooters on the perimeter and using their size and length to contest shots around the arc. You'll almost never see them in a zone defense, and they don't switch very much. They look to avoid mismatches, and they want to keep their bigs in a good position to box out for rebounds. But this is 2026. Three-point shooting is always a factor. Preventing Duncan Robinson, who shot 41% from downtown this season, from getting open looks will be critical. The biggest keys for the Magic are forcing turnovers, getting out and running in transition, winning the rebounding battle, and making their free throws. The Pistons averaged just over 15 turnovers per contest, which ranked 21st. In Detroit's 22 losses combined, opponents averaged just under 20 points off turnovers, which is obviously a big number. So circle this on the stat sheet after each game in this series, because it will likely need to be somewhere around that number for Orlando to come out on top. Meanwhile, the Pistons ranked 4th in second chance points. It is absolutely imperative for the Magic to hold them to one shot as often as possible. Being as physical as Detroit is sometimes ends up having an adverse effect. Opponents averaged a league-high 27.2 free throw attempts against them this season. That's interesting because no team gets to the line more than Orlando, which averaged 27.5 foul shots. The Magic shot 80.1% from the stripe, 8th best. This is why the Magic need to be ultra aggressive getting downhill, drawing fouls, and converting at the stripe. So the big questions are, can the Magic force the Pistons into enough live ball turnovers? That would allow Orlando to score easier baskets in transition. On the topic of turnovers, the Magic must take care of the ball. It's an absolute necessity. Can they be the ones to dish out more interior punishment than receive? That would help them win the rebounding battle. And can they shoot a high enough percentage at the free throw line? They almost certainly will get there. It's just a matter of cashing in. So that'll wrap up this video. If you like this kind of content, please subscribe.